Hey, I'm back. I'm in my new home in Palermo. I took a 2-week break from posting longer form content because I've been settling into my new home. And honestly, this wasn't the first video that I thought I would be recording in my new home, but I've been so moved by the death of Queen Elizabeth that I was like, I have to do a little video about it and talk about how it feels to have lost a queen and being a Brit. Because it's something that, okay, we kind of expected. She was like 96 years old, spent 70 years on the throne, her mobility, her health was deteriorating. It was probably inevitable, but how quickly the events happened yesterday, I think took everybody by surprise. There's this beautiful analogy that basically when she passed last night, that was actually the first evening in my new home. And you just constantly being reminded in life that when things end, there are always new beginnings. It's the flow of life, basically. And, as with any death, it makes you appreciate life. It makes you understand and recognize how precious life is. But also, rather poignantly, with the Queen especially, it's made me have a greater appreciation for my culture. Because honestly, living in Italy, sometimes it can be difficult to hold on to certain aspects of my culture because you get swept up in the environment and in what's going on around you, and you want to integrate, you want to feel included. So there are certain aspects of your culture that you adapt and change to fit in. And with the death of the Queen, that's something that is such an integral part of our culture. I mean, she graced our stamps, our passports, our television screens at Christmas with her annual Christmas speech. She graced our currency, our police uniform. I committed service to the Queen when I was a police officer. Oh my goodness. She was just an integral part of our life. And she was always that guiding light and that symbol of radiance and strength when people needed it, really. And just a remarkable woman. And I wanted to share with you again, you may recognize some of this footage, some images that I took from when I got to celebrate the Queen's Jubilee this summer in London. So if you missed the videos, this is what I'm going to share with you now, because honestly, I will never forget the atmosphere over that whole Jubilee weekend. It was incredible, and it was in that atmosphere that people really rejoiced and celebrated the Queen's journey, her dedication, her commitment to service. And I think, it's going to be very different now. It's going to be different to have a kin, different dynamic, different person, different values. It's going to be different in terms of the changes that are going to be made. The national anthem changes, the stamps, the currency, a lot of changes. But it's something, isn't it? Because change feels, it always feels scary, it always feels uncertain. And I think it's just another reminder that 2022 has been a year of global change, on so many different levels. And I think sometimes we can get stuck in the security of things always being the same. But there are moments like this where you understand that life ends at some point and you have to be able to adapt with what happens next and go with the flow. So this video is dedicated to the Queen. I hope you enjoy some of the footage that I share with you from my Jubilee celebrations in London. I'm back with normal footage in the next video. Let me know in the comments how the Queen's death was reported in your country, if you're not in the UK. I mean, here in Italy, it dominated the headlines, as you can imagine. Lots of Italian people have been wonderful. They've been coming up to me, saying to me, I'm really sorry to hear about your Queen. Amazing. And because it's that connection, isn't it? The Queen has felt to many people like an extended member of the family, because she's been that central figurehead for such a long time in people's lives. But so enough rambling from me. I will see you in the next video. Continue watching to the end, and I hope you enjoy.